Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to my YouTube series where I play all the Halo games in story order in order to prepare for that beautiful, beautiful game coming our way called Halo Infinite. My name is Wardog, and if you're new to this series, let me break it down for you really quickly. So, I'm playing through all the Halo games in story order in order to prepare for Halo Infinite. And each game, what I do is I find somebody who I've met through Halo, and I bring them along the journey of playing whatever Halo game I'm on, and we just play it co-op, have a good time, play the campaign, get ready for Halo Infinite, you know? And if this is your first episode joining the series, I really recommend you go back and watch all the other episodes. That way you get the whole story, man. You can't just jump into a story like we're almost at the end now. Imagine like just watching like the last 20 minutes of a movie. Like nothing's gonna make sense. You know, you gotta go back. You gotta go watch the rest of it. And if you're here and have been following along all the way, and you're here in that live chat, well, welcome back, guys. Yeah, so today is going to be the second episode of Halo 5. We'll be wrapping up Halo 5 today, and joining me once again is going to be my good friend, the speed god himself, ProAceJoker. And then this is where the applause will come in.
That's why Halo is the worst franchise of all time. Anyways, how you doing, Wardog?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm always good, baby. You know me.
All right, let's get it. So yesterday, well, if you're watching live, it was yesterday. If you're watching this as a video, it was whenever you watched the last episode. We played through like the first half of Halo 5, and I've been trying to remember to do this with guests, and I usually forget, but I remembered this time. ProAceJoker, I need your best summary of what happened story-wise in the last episode.
Man, that's all we talked about the whole time. I just went off because I'm a nerd.
Yeah. So if somebody's jumping in right now and doesn't want to go back and watch the last episode,
okay.
give us like the elevator pitch of the story that happened.
Okay. Jewel Mandama's dead. We were introduced to Team Osiris, which consists of 4 Spartans that you only remember Locke and Buck. And then all of a sudden, Blue Team is back in the game with Master Chief. He's with his whole old kitty friends, fighting the Covenant, blowing things up. Master Chief sees a vision of Cortana and is led to a Forerunner planet where he's gone against orders for, and is now hunted down by the UNSC, specifically this other team of people we don't remember. And now that Blue Team has escaped to this Forerunner planet, Team Osiris with Locke and Buck have to find their way to the same planet, and the only way to do so is save the Arbiter on Sanghelios and help him finish his war to free his planet.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. So that's the mission we're gonna pick up on right here is post saving the Arbiter. And now we're going to help him win his war so that we can basically use a Guardian to catch up with Blue Team.
Yep. Yeah.
Dope. Let's do it.
We need to get on Sanghelios, right? So, and we're not supposed to. UNSC is like, we don't want to mess with the war, but we're doing it anyways. Because they were like, yo, the Arbiter is our greatest ally, but he's fighting a civil war, so forget him. We don't give a shit.
Yeah. Let him do his thing, you know?
No.
Alright. Is this going to pick up on cutscene? We can rewatch cutscene if it does. Who cares?
No, it should just, port us.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cutscene for the other one is at the end of...
Guns down, Osiris. We're guests here.
Cortana knows
Sup,
that we're
homie?
on Sanghelios. That's what the end of the story was. Really
Understood, Doctor.
Yeah. The whole, let him hunt. He'll never find us.
Yeah.
Over here, Osiris. I have located a means to activate the Guardian.
You have something for us, man?
This is a constructor, a forerunner tool I can use to interface
That's a
with
grunt.
Guardian. Constructors were ubiquitous in forerunner facilities. These hills are riddled with support stations for the Sanghelios Guardian. Palmer has the coordinates of one such station. Finding a constructor there should be simple.
Ready to take report!
These fusion cores are almost completely
Is
degraded.
this grunt supposed to be here? Why are you here?
I don't know, but she was like talking to the grunt the whole time.
Alrighty.
Ready when you are, Osiris.
Ready.
We're ready, Commander Palmer.
Okay, let's go.
Woo!
Osiris, Halsey's constructor is in a Forerunner facility north of here, but the Cubbies have a Kraken parked between you and it. Arbiter's people are set to hit the Kraken from the air while you handle ground support.
The
Once
Kraken.
you've reached the rally point, Arbiter will give the green light.
I
Understood.
love the names.
Patching you
I've
into
always
Arbiter's
loved the
Battle.net
Halo
now.
naming conventions, man.
Good luck out there, Spartans.
They're so good. With the, we got, you know, all Covenant vehicles are like some kind of, ghostly figure, right?
Yeah, like a
Banshee
ghost.
and Ghost. Yeah, exactly. You got Spectre. They're all good. It's great, man. It's just great.
Commander Palmer, we're in position.
Copy that. Arbiter, you're up.
Then we got just animals, or the human vehicles, the mongoose, and the hornet. I mean, I guess technically it's
Friendly's in the air, Osiris. Focus fire on ground forces.
fly me. Dude, I always forget. I've been playing, like I did after we finished yesterday. I just ended up doing a bunch of firefight working on that 152 stuff. And like, I just keep thinking I get on the channel. Oh, little fun fact, you're invincible for this party. I mean, not anymore. We're not invincible anymore. But we found out early on.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't invincible right there.
No, yeah, we found out early on that once you enter this area, right at the start, if you enter it quick enough, you're just impervious to damage. You go all the way down to like absolute one shot. You have no health and no shields. Oh, I guess what this.
Keep moving, Spartans.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you can just run through everything up until this part right here. Then you get damage again. So.
Take it down.
Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna grab
Have a
this
weak
CD
spot.
carbine. Thank you. Well, we were talking right before.
Yeah. So I was waiting for a good moment to bring this up. So before we were
yeah.
talking about yesterday that I didn't ask you what your current status was with like holding a world record, or you know, basically what the world record situation is in Halo speedrunning at all. Basically, I don't know anything
Yeah.
about how
Well,
things are right now, and just
guess, yeah,
what you were doing.
We didn't really talk about. I mean, we talked about me in general. I don't know what you mentioned. I can't remember exactly what you mentioned specifically about. You know, I used to be. For those people who don't know, I'm a Halo speedrunner is what I'm typically known for. I used to be known for running Halo 4, specifically on Legendary, and the achievement in MCC is actually named after me.
Copy, Arbiter.
So in order to
Keep your distance.
beat all these
Get to the
speedrun
temple
achievements, so
ground.
beating the games on Legendary in under 2 hours, all of those, or 3 hours, sorry, all of those are actually named after other Halo speedruns. So, the Halo 4 one is called You're Joking. Again, I always love trying to explain that to people whenever they ask. They're like, oh, what's the achievement name? It's called You're Joking. They're like, oh, you're fucking. I'm like, no! I mean, like, that's literally the name of the achievement.
Yeah, that is actually the name of the achievement. Yeah.
Because the other ones, and you're like, well, how do you know? You're Joking is a is a common phrase. Yeah, but the Halo 1 achievement for the same thing, beating the game, is called Goat Roped. And the most well-known speedrunner at the time for Halo 1 was a guy named Goat Rope. So, I mean, might be coincidence.
I kind
Halo
of
2
doubt it.
one is called Monopolize. And there's, everyone knows the legendary Halo 2 speedrunner,
way
Mr.
around?
Monopoly.
None. Ammo up if you can.
A true
And,
legend.
Get ready for you in there.
Then Halo 3 was
Understood.
Devastating, which was named after Dark Devastation. And then the Halo Reach one is Foot on the Pedro Gas, named after Pedro. And the ODST, the ODST one is called Nagato Makes Moving Easy, named after HLG Nagato. So, I mean, again, could be coincidence. I don't know. But,
Definitely not,
because
but
they technically never told us officially that they were named after us, but you know what? I think we can reasonably assume. So anyways,
Let's find a way
that's my
past.
credentials. There you go. How many of you have an achievement? Do you have an achievement named after you, Wardog?
I wish.
As the greatest achievement I'll ever greatest thing that I'll ever have. Anyways. No, so I haven't, in reality though, I haven't held a world record in Halo 4 for about 4 years. I technically got it for about a week at the start of this year, because there was a new trick that was kind of found. Was it start of this year or was it start of 2020? I've lost track. So, oh no. So, there was kind of a new trick that was found. We talked about a little bit, is there's that trick that you like on Dawn, where we launch ourselves with double grenades and stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
That one was, again, that was before. Oh no. I'm dead. That was technically a co-op only trick, and so that was found how to be able to successfully do it solo just a little while ago. So. And, but other than that, right, I mean, I'm one of the few people who speedrun all the Halo games. So that's typically what I do, is I do days where I just speedrun every single Halo game in one go. It's really good.
Yeah, that's insane to me.
Yeah, it takes about 15 hours, and you do all of the Halo games. That's my average. I mean, technically, I think if I was doing like a really serious run and trying to get like my absolute best time, I think I could get it down to about 11 to 12 hours. So,
That's wild.
yeah, like 6 games in less than 12 hours.
And over here, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'd like to learn a speed run. You know, maybe one that takes like 45 minutes.
Right. Who knows? Halo Infinite might be a 10-minute speed run. Which is something I
hope
wanted
not.
to go into a little bit, was like, we, with Halo Infinite going open world, it changes a lot of things of, like, the potential for how it works. I mean, I think we talked a little bit, is like, Breath of the Wild has like a 10-minute speed run, right? They do fully open world RPG Legend of Zelda, and all of a sudden, you can beat the game in 10 minutes.
Right.
That is actually a big concern for me for Halo Infinite, because it's not, I don't want it. I like the slightly longer runs. I don't
I
like
like the way you
10-minute
think,
runs.
Tanaka.
But it does
Practice,
open like 100% runs and stuff like that. But it's going to, it's going to be interesting, because the other thing that I was slightly worried about, and now we've seen, is that you can just kind of drop vehicles into the map.
Elite spotted.
So will the entire speedrun just consist of people spawning in like a wasp and just
Yeah,
flying
yeah.
across the map the entire time, right? Because that won't be that fun. But I think they're gonna have
Oh, sorry,
containerized
give that
missions
Spartan
and
some help.
stuff like that that'll make it a little bit more enjoyable. So.
Visual on Ghost. Caves by the statues.
Hell yes.
Come on, Stalker, you can make
Grab
it.
a ride.
You can make it. Nope, you didn't make it.
Fall back.
I have no ammo on either of my guns.
Yeah. There's carbines around.
Out of
There's
ammo
one of my
simulator.
Dead body. Right. You're about to reach it. There it is. There's my carbine. There you go.
Nice, 13 bullets, got it. I'll pick up the
I thought I
storm
had-
rifle too.
I think there's we're gonna teamwork this. You ready? I'm gonna go in. I got a plasma pistol. Get him.
Out of ammo.
teamwork.
Ah! Hey, chat, you like that dodge?
I can handle it.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the live chat. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you.
Lots of few runners here. I know about.
Ooh, a snapper.
We're not gonna do it. Well, I know I'm really personally excited with all the equipment for Infinite, grapple hooks, and I think the repulsor
Push
is
forward.
actually
That
going to
shield's
be
in our way.
the best, probably the most exciting thing for Halo Infinite. Grapple hook, don't get me wrong, of course, but I think the repulsor could create some
Shields
really
down.
cool movement tech.
Nice work, Osiris. Move inside.
Yeah, repulsor is gonna be cool. The thruster pack is gonna be cool.
Yeah. Especially when they have upgrades. We'll have to see what those upgrades
Regroup
do.
inside Osiris.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't seen the campaign overview. You should check it out.
just from the look of it, it looked like, you know, some of the upgrades were kind of obvious. Like one of them looked like it was a cooldown thing for sure. And
Yeah.
Move, Osiris.
I think one's it like can ping enemies or something like that, or they had like a extended radar for the threat sensor. Electro, we saw the Electro grapple hook.
Lock, heads up! The Kraken's still in play!
I see it, Commander.
Arbiter to all wings. The Kraken retreats. Press your attack.
That doesn't look like a retreat.
Let's help Arbiter finish this.
oh, there it is. I was like, well, did they spawn behind me?
Arbiter, we are
Alright,
airborne
you
and
want
Forerunner
speed
face
run
on.
or are we killing?
Excellent. Bring
Eh, we
fire
can
from
speed
the
run it.
Covenant Spartan.
Okay, you ready? Alright.
Spartans, I appreciate the bravery, but what's the plan? Kraken's too well armored.
Go,
Down.
my god. Oh, I died. I
Get
didn't kill
inside,
that thing.
destroy the generator.
Speed run.
I'm on board the Kraken.
Generator will be in the bottom. Find a path.
Come on, guys. You got me. Because the actual fast way you do this, you actually just run right through that doorway. You have to hit the turret twice, unlike I did apparently. And then you just run through and you stick a grenade to the door. You just sort of sticky it and it'll automatically.
Ah.
Touch a wall or something. No, okay. I thought it would just like spawn in the air.
Yeah, that. See if that works. There we go.
Focus fire on the deck. Clear some space and we can land on the Kraken.
Alright, now at this point we'll kill. We'll be like, yeah, we're so good at the game. I'm trying to think what else. I had other things I meant to talk about yesterday about Halo Infinite and speedrunning, but I totally forgot what they all are. Fine.
I mean, we talked a little bit after, like, right after we were done about, like, the, you know, category possibilities. Like, you know,
Right.
now that it's an open world game, you know, there's a lot more possibility for, like, you know, maybe, like, now that we know that there are these named enemies within strongholds, like, there's, like, an all bosses category, or, like, an
Yeah.
all strongholds, or, like, you know, something like that.
Get on board
Yeah.
the Kraken. Only way to get a shot at the pulse generator.
I got him. I have one.
the generator.
Hit her with a few rounds, then get the hell out of there.
Okay, that's
Directed on the pulse generator.
I think I got it.
Offline.
Get the hell out of there. Kraken's going down.
This is one of the more annoying parts for speedrunning because they actually have a safety that if anyone is inside the Kraken, it won't blow up quickly. So it gives you time to get out, but that includes the AI teammates. So when we're speedrunning, if our AI teammates get trapped inside, the thing just will not collapse for the longest time.
I think my Banshee just spontaneously combusted.
Did it? Yeah, that happens. If you're in a certain, you'd be in the way of the, you'd be in the way of the Kraken.
God damn, Osiris, that is beautiful work. Kraken's down. Time to grab that constructor. Halsey's coordinates are inside that Forerunner site.
That was my run killer right there. My run just got killed by a Kraken.
Osiris, on me.
All right. Where's this constructor we're after?
Search the area.
Whoa, what's that cool looking
Something
thing?
woke up.
Oh my god.
It's a map of this
Whoa!
region.
What
See,
could
that's
that
the
be?
Guardian there. Not sure what it's connected to.
Yeah. Hey, little guy. We got work for you.
Ow! Trick
Bye.
jump!
I think they're mad we're stealing their constructor.
Clear the area.
Surprised I didn't kill you.
I'm a strong boy.
Having a Phaeton in here. Hey. Once again, one of those safeties that they try to create that if you bring a Phaeton into the area right before the doorway, it just disintegrates. But if you just stick it at the corner of the platform, it doesn't go. And then you just wait long enough. And it doesn't have a safety where it's like it's a singular trigger that does it. So as soon as you open the door, that trigger goes away. Then you just pull people into the area.
Trying to use some of the tricks I learned yesterday, but I just suck. Trying to shoot the knights in the face. Yeah. That timing is a lot smaller window than I anticipated.
Nice work, Spartans.
Yeah.
Arbiter, ready for pickup.
Ow. Okay, that one almost killed me.
Don't worry, we'll get you the cutscene next week. Well, there's my Phaeton. Another one, just chilling.
Yeah, just
Whose Phaeton
just
is that?
floating out in the middle of nowhere. What the hell? What the heck? Someone left their Phaeton on autopilot.
Yeah, what happened to the Pelican? Remember when you brought a Pelican into that area?
Open their eyes to the truth, or close them forever.
Yes, it's
Oh, I had a revelation this morning, and I want to see if I'm alone in
When it
this.
activates
Are you a
the Guardian,
fan of like
it's
the
not.
Dune franchise?
Reported to Palmer.
Yes.
Spartans, the
All right, you know the
constructor seems to be working as
ornithopters?
planned, but it could
Yep.
take some
Did you
time.
see like what they
Palmer
look
was
like in the
looking
new
for you.
movie?
Yes.
All right, true or false? They look exactly like the front half of a
Everything is
hornet.
prepared. We will begin when
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
constructor is
Oh,
Like
for sure.
like a hornet is definitely inspired by
Halsey
the
has the
original
Good work,
ornithopter design.
Osiris. Once
Yeah,
Halsey has the
absolutely. I
constructor
All
totally
right.
loaded,
agree with that.
Arbiter's
I think
people
there was
can leave on
absolutely a lot of
Sinayan.
inspiration. pulled
I
from it.
rewatched the new movie this morning and came to that
What do you think about
realization. I was like,
Sinayan
wow, that
attacking
kind of
the
looks like a
Tartars?
hornet.
It is not the kind of man we expect.
I love the new movie. It was great.
I'm big fan, big fan.
Did you watch it in theaters?
I did. I actually saw it in
Cyrus, come look at
IMAX.
this.
Yeah, dude, that's
I'm using
exactly.
this
You had
structure
to.
to
Oh,
upload
what
the
a
recording from
great,
Meridian into the
what
constructor.
a great movie
Sure you're
experience.
ready to go when I get
Fantastic movie experience.
I'm
10
a
out of 10. Would do it again.
Big movie nerd.
Could be
So I
hours.
go.
I
We,
take
me
it
and a
back.
buddy
It's
go
headed for
to
Shania.
theaters every
It's
single
moving
week. and
towards
catch
the
a
Guardian.
movie.
Arbiter, it's time.
Yeah, I love the movies. Just like the going to the movies. I've actually never gone to the movies alone, which I think I'm going to start doing now.
Well, you should.
Today
It's
the
worth it.
covenant will fall.
I can tell you, it's worth
Helios
it. We
will
have
be free.
an AMC. We have this A-list program where if you pay $25 a month,
Oh yeah, we have that too.
it's
Yeah.
a week, right?
All in the name of the greater good.
It's so worth it.
we don't
I mean,
have time.
I
Cortana is
see.
built from a matrix of
I
my
saw
own.
Shang-Chi,
The
I
domain
think
gives
4
her
times in
incredible
theaters.
power.
And just like
I
2 of them
understand.
in the same week, and it didn't cost me
Spartan
anything.
lock.
Well, I mean, again, $25 a month,
Stop
but
her.
you know.
But please.
Yeah, I used to be a subscriber to
Bring
that
John home
failed
to me.
idea of Movie Pass.
Yep.
And I used to go to the movies literally like maybe 4 times a week while I had
Okay,
it.
before you say anything, look carefully in this cutscene. Look at the Phantom in this cutscene.
Alright, I'm looking. Did I already miss it?
No, they fixed it.
What?
Oh, I
It-
forgot they fixed it.
Cyrus.
Oh, I just
Oh,
gotta
was
play
it
on
supposed to be
backward.
flying backwards?
Yeah, that's where it's flying backwards.
Actually, it's an
One of the
autograph. I'd
Phantoms
ask
in
a
the
favor.
group is flying backwards.
Say a word or two.
Come a long way together. A long way yet to go. Let's make a good jump like we mean to. And handle fools like we need to.
God, what a bad little line of dialogue.
Yeah.
And may buck by the first round when we get back.
Now that's a good line. That's a good throwback line. But to the first cutscene. The only reason it's good. But yeah, Movie Pass. I did Movie
get through
Pass for a
this.
little while, and
I'll buy
then
the whole
yeah,
damn
AMC
bar.
did the A-list, and it just completely destroyed it. Because Movie Pass was already struggling. So.
Yeah, I had Movie Pass. I want to say like, you know, when I say in its prime, I mean like with like the version that had like the smallest amount of restrictions.
Right.
Like I
Yep,
had
yep.
that version of it for like maybe 4 or 5 months. And then like, you know, and then they started doing little things like, oh yeah, now you can't go to like new movies, or it's like now you can't
And
go
do
see.
IMAXs.
Yeah, or you like you can't see the same movie twice at the same theater or whatever.
Yeah.
Like just like really weird restrictions, and like that's when we were like, all right, this thing's going downhill fast.
All clear.
Yep.
Disable the air defenses. Target either the cannon itself or the power supply. But the Guardian is at the far end of the city. There are more anti-air emplacements in that direction.
We'll clear out air defenses as we go.
Good luck to you, Spartan.
And to you, Arbiter.
Swords of San Helios. Today Sanayan will fall, and with it, the Covenant. To me, brothers.
All right,
No,
Spartans.
and
There's
from what
ground to
I'm
cover
hearing,
between
A-list
here
is
and the
actually
Guardian.
doing okay.
Move out.
So mainly because I mean it's straight from the source, right?
Hostiles
So.
coming through the door.
Oh yeah. A-list makes way more sense, even just as like you know, Movie Pass never made sense. Like just like as a business, it was just like, how is this going to survive? And it seems like they didn't like really care about surviving.
Shut it down. Give
Yeah.
the swords of
Well,
San
and
Helios.
again, I mean, it's fair enough. There's a lot of it is like, you know, it's kind of similar to a gym membership, right? It's like gym memberships for them is
The Arbiter's
technically not
fleet is
worth it.
arriving. Bring down the air defenses so they
I
stand
mean,
a
they
chance.
luckily they just have initial startup costs, but they just kind of rely on it. Or Game Pass. Game Pass is another good example. The only way Game Pass is making money is the fact that they have so many people doing it, right? Subscription services only work if they have a ridiculous amount of people actually using it. Or, I should say, paying for it, not necessarily using it. So, that's kind of what
Guard them off the swords of San
gyms
Helios.
rely on, is
Air
the fact that a
defenses
bunch
down
of
on my
gym
position.
memberships and they just keep paying it and they don't actually go to the gym.
Keep moving.
So.
Plenty more to do.
So this interesting areas you really don't need to destroy. So they have all those like anti-airs that they say you need to destroy. You technically don't need to destroy it.
You're good, Vale.
You can just run past all of it.
Yep. We do have to do the last 3, I guess, and technically you only need to destroy 2 of them of the 3. By the way, this map has a lot of like secret weapons hidden all over.
I'm exploring the upper decks. Did Vale just shoot at me? What?
Oh, speaking of movies, you excited for the damn, finally getting a Halo TV show?
Oh, very.
I'm, in truthful, of course I'm
Heading
excited
out.
because
On
Halo,
me,
but
Osiris.
I'm,
Covenant insertion pod.
worried, but at the same, hopefully optimistic, right? Like, I want it to be good. The last time they attempted this was back in 2007. There was the whole thing that there was a project that Ridley Scott was leading of like a Halo movie or something like that, and it just went nowhere. So this is what sounds like it's actually happening, which is good, I guess.
I mean, yes, the fact that it's just happening is good news.
Yeah. We'll see how it is. But
Cannon destroyed. Swords of Sanghelios. Another cannon down on my position.
Affirmative, Spartan. All ships, the Spartans have opened more airspace. Move in and make your presence felt.
Reinforcements at the door.
got snipers up top.
I have a sword.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Need some help here. You're back in it, Buck.
Snipers are up.
Okay.
Thanks for the free overshield.
Who want that carbine? Yeah, stop it!
I know what I'm doing.
Can I even get up there? I don't think I can get up there.
Oh!
I don't think they let you up there.
I'm down. Help!
Alright.
Yeah, I think there's an invisible wall, and I think he just like... I think he's cheating. Alright? I'm gonna put it out there. I think he's cheating.
All good, Buck.
Eat that grenade, hacker.
This one you can climb on top of.
3 cannons here. Take them down quick. Our ride's going to leave without
Sadly,
us.
there's no way for
I just flew over the guy I was trying to sword by.
We lost Buck. Fall back.
Sword doesn't one hit him?
Vale's got you. Never mind, Vale's going down.
Need assistance.
Alright, I got overzealous with the sword.
Return to the Lord.
You go, Buck.
Alright,
Yo,
that was my
everybody's
bad.
dead.
I'll take the blame on that one.
I got sniped in the back as it comes up. Oh yeah.
Heading out. Guardian will wait.
Oh, okay.
We're all the way back here?
Insertion pod.
Yeah, I guess we didn't get a checkpoint entering that last area. Let's see, is there any weapons around here?
That's what I'm wondering. We almost out of ammo with everything.
Maybe just beam rifle, I guess. Beam rifle.
More air defenses here. Get them offline.
There is if you want. I think there's
Swords
a
of
caster
Sanghelios.
in here.
Another
Oh,
cannon
no,
down
it's
on my
just-
position.
Never mind, I thought
Affirmative,
it was
Spartans. All ships, the Spartans have opened more airspace. Move in and make your
T2
presence
combo.
felt.
Fuel rod.
Go away. Hostiles incoming.
How do you feel about the Halo Infinite comp settings, by the way? I know that's your big thing is the competitive settings. How you feeling about that?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, they were kind of everything that I was hoping that they would be. Yeah.
Another solution real quick.
Dr. Halsey said the plan would work. I
You
trust
know,
him.
like, I wasn't somebody that really, I didn't really hate the, like, Halo 5 ability radar, but I also thought no radar
Second
was
cannon
just,
down.
like, a better Halo experience for me. Even
down.
though in some ways I do feel like Halo 5,
Good work, Spartans.
some amount of radar may have been necessary.
Firearms jammed up. Arbiter, cannons offline on our position.
My troops will arrive
Oh,
and
no.
secure your position. Move on towards the Guardian.
Oh no, it's gonna happen again.
Copy that, Arbiter.
Okay.
Osiris.
Oh, it's gonna happen again.
I keep getting sniped out of my little tower. No, I mean, I feel...
Dr. Halsey said the plan would work. I trust
oh, yeah,
him.
we're in ready.
We did get a checkpoint.
You know, people are talking about the radar where, like, some people are like, oh, God, I don't, you know, we need the radar and stuff like that, don't remove radar, blah, blah, like, you see, when we played Infinite with Beta or whatever, that was exactly a lot of people, like, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I can't believe they're gonna have radar and stuff like that,
Take 'em
but
down
I
quick.
think they
A
found
rod's
the
going to leave
concept
without
is
it.
different.
Last cannon
I
destroyed.
like...
Good work, Spartans.
I don't mind.
Arbiter,
I think
cannons
for
offline
base,
on our
you know,
position.
casual
My
play,
troops will arrive and secure your
it
position.
should be like full rate, you know.
Must reach the Master Chief in
But
time.
ranked
Copy
definitely
that,
no
Arbiter. Osiris, secure this area so the Arbiter's people can land.
because I think it's just more accessible for newer players or more casual players, right?
Yeah, and I don't really have a problem with that, but like, I think it's part of the competitive skill is like tracking the map and having
Yeah,
that level of
call-outs
awareness.
and all that. Yeah, absolutely. Listening to your teammates, knowing where people are. I mean, part of being able to predict what the enemies are going to do is part of what makes
Marquis, hello again.
gaming skill, right? It's the differences between great players and good players. Is if players can actually actively predict what the other players are going to do, right? I mean, that's what makes chess so competitive.
Thank you, Marquis. Osiris,
That's right,
Marquis
you
said
gotta
there's
look
a way down.
It
Find it.
matters. It's a big old game of chess. Everything is chess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. Like, I'm really excited to go play in Rally, and you know, whatever's gonna happen after that too.
Yeah. I guess we're ready.
There's an elevator to the undercity.
Like, I think this may be like the first Halo that like I'm actually able to attend like a majority of the events that are gonna happen. So
Find your way into the undercity.
Being an adult
Everybody
is
on the
good
elevator.
stuff, you know?
yeah.
Hold lock down there, Spartans.
Yeah, I'm
Arbiter.
sadly I'm gonna miss
We're
Rally.
heading to the undercity. I want to warn you.
I'm
Before the
okay
Guardian
with
jumps
because
to this
that's
it sets
cross
off a
country
series
for
of
me.
concussive
So
blasts.
I usually
If you
wait
move
for
your
whenever
ships
they
out of the
have.
way in
I mean,
time,
technically,
the
my very
Covenant
first
will take
event
over.
was the Halo 5 champs, World Champs in Seattle. That was, I think, my first ever actual event I'd ever attended. Halo event.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Oh, it was fantastic. I got so ingrained. The first 2 days I was like hanging out with people and stuff like that, chatting it up, we watched a few games. But that final day,
I'll try
I was
not
in
to
the
let it
front row, screaming at the screen the entire day. Great.
Marquis says we'll get direct access to the Guardian from down here. But remember, we don't have the swords of St. Helios to distract these troops.
Whatever gets us to the Guardian quickest.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they release like some sort of extended schedule for HCS, just so you know people have enough time to like plan and things like that.
Yeah, I'm to be honest, I'm sure it's not. I mean, it's never easy, but I'm sure it's not. It's a lot easier to book locations right now than it used to be, right? Because I think a lot of events are still not happening because of the last year of COVID.
Right.
I
yeah.
know. I was thinking about it because I know certain. I want to know what the deals that were kind of struck with all that stuff. Because I know TwitchCon is a good example. I know they had booked the San Diego Comic Con, or not San Diego Comic Con, the San Diego Convention Center for like 5 years or so, or like 3 years. For the next 3 years, that's where it was going to be. And then COVID happened, so they didn't have it last year, and they didn't have it this year. So I'm wondering if they get an extension on that contract, or they get their money back, or something like that. So I think they've already confirmed they're having it next year. So.
Yeah, I think like it's probably like the same kind of deal structure with like PAX too, right? Like I'm sure that they have a multi-year agreement with the Washington Convention Center.
Oh, did you see they canceled PAX South?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
I've never been to PAX South, but kind of sad.
I've never been either. It's one I would have gone to, but I know some of those PAXs just haven't done well. They had one in Europe that they shut down as well, semi-recently. So we're not semi-recently.
Have a different meaning on St. Helios.
Yeah, it's weird because I mean, if you've ever gone to PAX West, I'm sure Wardog knows it's so hard to get tickets.
We'll be
I
ready.
mean, it's not too difficult if you're right on, but it's like how getting tickets to a PAX is the equivalent of trying to get an Xbox Series X. You had to be on. You had to have your phone with alerts. You got to be set up for it. Wow, we got destroyed by that.
Wow, what happened? My body's getting shot.
Rude. Yeah.
Watch your step.
But it was
Osiris.
not easy to.
Direct access.
Yeah, I think PAX is just they just know that their big three is kind of like West is probably their biggest, and then East and Australia are like, you know, those are the money makers right there.
Guardian will be awake soon.
I think one of my favorite things in gaming is looking at the demographics of where a game is popular or whatnot. Like knowing that for instance, Gears of War, the two biggest I mean, the U.S. is always the biggest audience for just everything.
Yeah, Mexico
Right.
for Gears is huge.
Right, but Gears of War is Mexico, right? Halo is actually like Australia. I know EU has a big one too, but like Australia is the biggest. Australia is the biggest for a lot of games actually. Just one of those like random ones, I guess. Big class cast.
Oh, now Vale's just gonna sit there and die. Oh no. Oh no.
Alright, I'll take that turn out.
Yeah, but there's a reason, like, when I took a break from playing Halo competitively and I went and I played Gears for a few years, like, there is a reason that, like, every other major, and then at the end of Gears 4, like, like, there was, like, four out of, like, the 6 majors were in Mexico. They were, like, Mexico City.
Rainbow Six is it's not France. I know it's a European country that they have so many tournaments for it. There.
Yeah, I know. Rainbow's
Every
pretty.
time I turn on Twitch, they have a tournament for Rainbow Six.
Yeah, Rainbow's pretty big in Brazil too.
Brazil, yeah, I think. Once again, NA will always be, you know, for whatever reason, the game is capital.
That hunter just deflected my grenade.
Yeah.
Oh!
The fuel rod on the other side.
Ah! What?
Second.
jail! Help! Do something with your life.
Thanks, Spartan.
Dead.
Hunter is down. End of the line. We have to go back up.
Better hurry. Can't have too much longer to go. Elevator doors!
Look at him scatter.
Maybe?
Everybody
Yeah, I
on
guess
the
so.
elevator. Arbiter, this is Spartan Locke. Do you copy?
Spartan Locke, near the Guardian, killing everyone.
Arbiter,
I love that phrase. Near the Guardian, killing everyone.
we should be close to the Guardian by now.
If we could
You
find
ever
do,
put thought
but
into
not at the
doing
risk of
a
missing the
GDQ run?
Reaching Master Chief is more important.
I did back in 2016.
Yeah, I know. I donated during your run.
Oh, that's actually, yeah. I think I remember hearing your message.
Yeah,
Right,
and
right out your message.
me and Green Skull, we sent a joint donation in.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know I forgot Green Skull was part of that.
Yeah.
We just missed all the fun.
But I just meant like doing it again, like in the future.
Yes, I would be down. The problem is like GDQ is one of those things. There's obviously a lot of stress. You could tell with how I spoke during it. Basically, it was a very good meeting. And it was, I don't know, it's one of those that I wouldn't do a GDQ run unless I was basically practicing for the entire year. And I don't know. Oh, bye, you're sliding, I'll see you later, see ya, bye.
Oh, what is there like a skip for that little cutscene or something?
Yeah, if you just jump over the right side, you actually interact with that.
Ah. That's crazy that like that's the perspective of actually somebody running at GDQ, because like as a viewer of GDQ, we're like, you know, I'm just kind of like watching it and just like, you know, you could screw up like every trick like 5 times and like I'm still impressed because like it happens.
It's really stressful. You're in front of for my run, I think I was in front of 120,000 people. It's definitely a stressful place to be in, you know. But you also need to do, again, there's these unwritten rules that happen at GDQ from runners, like, I hate a lot of them, right, because they're unwritten rules and they're all bullshit that people just made up. Like, there was a while there that, you know, there was I mean, you watch a lot of GDQs. Do you remember a lot of runs a few years ago? It's not as bad anymore. We used to have estimates, and they would finish the run like 30 minutes ahead of their estimate.
Yes.
Like that, you know? Like even 40 minutes. The reason they did that is it was kind of this unwritten rule that you were not allowed to go over your estimate. I mean, that defeats, it's an estimate. You're supposed to be like, it should be around this time, right?
Right.
Your estimate, like, it basically happened for a little while there. Luckily, they got better people there. That if you went over your estimate, you would not be invited back.
Dang.
Like, there was just these unwritten rules that, like, you had to follow, and so it's stressful, man. And, I mean, especially, you want to have the perfect run. I can tell you, I got off to a bad start where on Dawn, I had 2 deaths right off the bat. That immediately threw me into panic mode. I was so beyond stress for it. But then after that, I ended up having, I didn't even really mention it during the run, because I think I was just so ready for, like, just happy that it was over and happy that we did well. But the run I got, before that time, there was only 3 other runs that had ever been that fast. One of them was mine, one of them was by Corey,
All that matters is
and
the
then
Guardian has
that
still
run I
time.
had was the 3rd fastest run that had ever happened up to that point. So, it was an insanely good run after that first starting area. But yeah, it's definitely a very stressful place to be in. I tried to make an honest estimate with the thing, right? Like, I hate the fact that we have estimates that are like over hours. It's so hot. You're supposed to give yourself 5 minutes for setup, and then you're, you know, ideally, depending on how long you run, right? If you have an hour and a half run, you should be within 5 minutes.
Yeah, it like works with scale.
Focus fire,
Yeah.
Osiris.
What's the Genesis force line?
What's a Genesis?
The Guardians.
I hate that line so much. This is where dialogue gets really bad all of a sudden in this game. What's a Genesis?
Guardians leaving without us.
Yeah, I just think that it's
Get your asses in gear.
you know, I'm a very avid GDQ watcher and supporter.
Yeah.
And I just think it's kind of crazy that, you know, from the perspective of somebody who's never speedrun anything before, that it's a stressful thing for you guys. But again, for us, it's like, for us, the average viewer, it's just kind of like, you know, you could be a half hour over your estimate and mess up every trick in the book, and we're probably still impressed.
Yeah, and that's what, again, it's, I think, not only is it a stress of, like, the people at the event themselves, but,
That's twice.
Counting now?
see, that's good. Hold on, let's get this dialogue.
Ready when you say, Commander.
Another not terrible thing. I question why Halsey was in the Pelican, but...
Wait, I missed that. Why is she in the Pelican?
I don't know.
Oh.
Feel like, that's what I mean.
Oh, I thought you were about to, like, explain. Like, I always question why she's in the Pelican, but, and then I thought, like, the reasoning was coming.
Count them to the last. The day we extinguish the Covenant's light.
I'm glad we got this. This is what the game should have been about. I'm gonna be 100% honest. They should have had
Dude,
this as the game, and then the
I
Cortana thing
don't
should
know-
have been a side thing.
I don't know how many times I've said that the Civil War on St. Helios could be its own game.
It should have been. It should have been about us, like, it should have been about Master Chief, and you could have had Locke. I mean, you can introduce Locke in that way. Honestly, it would be, imagine the setup of, like, Locke and Chief are on a team together with Buck or whatever, or whoever you want. And,
Is that it?
or, you know, they meet up halfway in the game and they team up for the rest of the game to secretly help against UNSC orders, secretly help the Covenant, or, well, not the Covenant, but help Arbiter and the Swords to actually free St. Helios. And then the next game, because of your decision to help St. Helios and the Arbiter, you're now ousted,
Let's find out.
and then Locke
Gordon
is set to
Jameson
hunt
Locke
you down.
broadcasting on all UNSC.
I think that would have been way more
Sierra
impactful
117,
as just
please
character
respond.
decisions, right?
Guardians
You
moving.
can have a little Cortana
Get
teaser
moving.
at the end of
Reach
it.
a low enough
That'd
altitude
be great.
where it's safe to jump. Stay in the middle. Watch
This
out for
is,
gaps.
I still think, I mean, look at the view from this area.
Yeah, this is a really cool part.
Absolutely one of the coolest sequences Halo does. I stand by that. It's just freaking.
Like it's trying to shake us off.
Didn't come all this way to get killed now.
But no, yeah, GDQ, I mean, again, the other stress is like, yeah, I mean, for most people, anyone who hasn't seen a run before, you're just impressed by like, oh, I've played Super Mutants, watching the way that we play it.
Right.
But you're also representing the community, right? So there's people in your community, all the other speedrunners, all the other Halo speedrunners, a lot of them are watching. And they know how the run is supposed to be. So when I mess it up, you get ousted by your own community. And trust me, certain communities are not nice about that kind of shit.
Is this the right place?
They really hound you if you
try
mess
this
up.
again.
So
I'd
Spartan
imagine, yeah.
Jameson Locke to Sierra
Yeah.
117.
So it's, you
Please
know.
respond.
Yeah, let me tell you. I mean, the events are fun themselves. I mean, it's, if you want to know what it's like, it's not like
So
a
this is
convention
the right place.
in any way. It's more, it's a 7-day hangout. If I ever went to a GDQ again, I would probably go for 3 days, just because I don't want there to be any travel issues. I'd probably stay for the day that I arrived. I would have my run the next day, and then I would just hang out, and then the day after I would leave. Because, 7 days is fun, but I'm just not as attuned to the speedrun community as I used to be. Slash, a lot of the people I still am friends with everyone I knew from the speedrun community, but a lot of them have gotten out of speedrunning, you know? So,
Yeah, I reckon we can
it's
make use
one
of
of those
that.
that I'm kind of just hanging out with people, as is.
The Guardian
Right.
subspace bubbles are bringing a considerable amount of rubbish from their origin planets.
Somebody ought to tell these guys they already lost the war.
They want to fight?
Take it.
Let's give them one.
Lock up!
Never mind.
Guardian!
Why has she called
Why is this ghost so strong?
A single Guardian can effectively police a solar system. This show of force is unsettling.
Alright, I'm gonna show you, by the way, on this mission,
Oh, we're gonna see a trick?
you're gonna see a really interesting trick.
Oh, I'm
I'll
in.
show off 2 parts of it. I have to try and get it to work, so just I might ask you to revert check 1 or 3 times.
Alright.
It's a relatively
Your
tricky
installation.
trick.
You tell them to let us
You know what? I
through.
can actually start it right now. To be honest, I bet I could get it. But I keep forgetting to test the app. It works it online. Because it would honestly change. Oh god. I'm hitting this phaeton out of the air.
You are performing admirably.
Oh, yeah.
I think. There's less of them now than there were, which I assume is your objective.
Orders inbound! Bring it! Enemy down!
Warden is going to notice this commotion. Be quick. Your vehicle is not coping well with the stress of combat.
Looks like the road ends here. Exuberant?
One moment. I will open this.
Well, I hope we don't need the tank for much longer, because this shit is gonna blow up.
Follow me. The gateway is almost
Oh, you
ready.
got plenty of health in that
Hurry.
thing.
What is the gateway?
It is a
I don't
bridge
know, man. It's
between
kinda on fire.
Genesis. Within that building, Cortana will be reborn
hi.
into the physical
Oh,
world.
I forgot about all
There, the
these.
gateway.
More Covenant.
And the
You
Master
are
Chief
here.
is there.
Cortana has had the other humans wandering in circles within the gateway facility.
I'm getting a phone call from Seattle, Washington.
Preparing for something
Is that me? Am I calling you?
I think you're calling me.
Oh my god.
Please be more careful. That is the only one of those vehicles that exist on Genesis.
Yeah. About the tank having a lot of health left.
And those guys are way over there, huh?
Genesis is really a magnificent planet. It's usually
And dude,
less
maybe it's
busy.
343.
Quite lonely, actually.
Maybe they're here to silence you, talking about with your playthrough. They're like, you've played enough Halo, it's time to go.
The gateway is almost ready.
I don't know. I don't really think they care what I do anymore.
Gateway.
It is a bridge between the
I don't think I'm
Dawn and
important to
Genesis.
him anymore.
Within that building, Cortana
You're
will be
important to me,
reborn into
Wardog.
the physical
Oh, thank you.
world. There, the gateway.
And the Master Chief is there.
Cortana has had the other humans wandering in circles within the gateway facility for some hours. She is preparing for something, but just what is unknown. Please be more careful.
Oh,
That
these
is the only
rates.
one of those vehicles that exist on Genesis.
Hitting, slapping.
Genesis is really a magnificent planet. It's usually
Man,
less
Vale, you were
busy.
right there. All you had
Quite
to do
lonely,
was
actually, but
pick me up.
magnificent.
Oh, I mean, I did not realize that. They literally spawn you in the turret when I respawn. They spawn me in your gunner seat. That's an interesting little. That's an interesting little change. It's a cool little change in my opinion. All right,
Well, I'm certainly about to be dead.
More Covenant.
Don't worry, I'm not.
You may want to hurry. Cortana is attempting to activate several high-level communication systems.
How much time do we have?
Very little. Not enough. Almost none, in fact.
There should be a phaeton, by the way.
Yeah, I'm shooting at it right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I just destroyed
I
it.
must admit, I do find this rather exhilarating, in spite of myself.
I'm gonna try and make the glitch work. I can't do it so much right now.
Losing patience, generate!
Area looks clear.
John 343 is offering the deal of a lifetime. How much is he offering for my suitcase?
Let's go.
There you are. Oh, I can work bridges too, it seems. Most exciting. Come along. Hurry, humans. The gateway is here.
Why do you hate these?
I always get the reward in here that you
I have bad news, humans. The warden has found us.
We dealt with him before.
And you likely will again. He is rather tenacious. Warden, why do you help the Ancilla? It is not protocol. It is not right.
The facilities need
Oh, he disabled my tank. I forgot he can do that.
Alright, you are gonna have to get ready for checkpoint revert now, okay?
Alright, I'm ready.
I'm afraid your vehicle won't cross this terrain, humans.
I have misjudged you lot.
Hold on, buddy.
I have mistaken your behavior as tenacity when it is in fact
Yo, Papa Tran, I'd take that deal for sure.
There it is,
Humanity
got
has
it.
not changed much since last year.
Hey, how you
Called the
doing?
Stars. You are
No
as
revert
deadly as
needed.
ever.
You like, what, you gotta have a ghost? I'm not supposed to have a ghost?
You see? Me?
I see you in this ghost.
Well, you actually see me in the ghost?
Yeah.
117.
Oh,
You
on
can
my
hear
screen
me.
I'm
We
completely
are approaching
invisible.
the gateway.
Here, watch.
Hold your
I'll show you what
position.
happens. Hey guys, how you guys doing? You guys doing okay?
Watch for snipers in the
Hey, I'm just gonna hang amongst you guys. You guys doing okay? You guys like me?
Oh, they just like don't even see it.
Yeah. Now, you want to see... Alright, hold on. Once we get another checkpoint, I'll show you something else.
Humans, watch
So
out.
I actually
You are
appear in the
surrounded.
ghost for you. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I see you. You look completely normal to me.
Yeah. On my screen, I'm invisible, but you'll see something. You'll see something a little funky. Hopefully. Once we get a checkpoint, I'll test that. But this is the way that we actually kill the warden really fast, because I can just now pull up behind the warden with.
You've injured him for certain. Keep it up.
Oh!
Did you kill him? Is he dead?
You're doing a fantastic
No, he just
job,
shot me with a
humans.
black hole.
The warden is
Okay.
furious.
And Vale is confused on how to get to me. And Tanaka's just standing there.
Focus fire on the warden.
Your fighting skills are impressive.
Nice.
Warden will soon be defeated. At least these buddies will be defeated. Warden himself,
I love the AI.
ignore me. You're doing
Oh no.
wonderfully.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I'm back. You need a revert?
That's alright. We're reverting anyways. Oh, unless you're alive. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I just
Hopefully-
reverted anyway.
Oh.
fought a worthy battle, Spartans.
Oh, I'm still invisible. Oh, this is weird. So I guess I'm still considered invisible, but now I'm visible on. But I don't know what is happening. All right, I haven't ever done this in co-op, so this is interesting. Okay.
I'm down.
Right.
Need an assist. Need help.
Don't worry, I'll defend you. They can't. see me.
117. You
Okay.
can hear me. We are approaching the gateway. Hold
Oh,
your
there's a
position.
checkpoint. All right, now I might need you. I might have you revert a few times. You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, I can do it, I guess. Okay.
Oh. That works better, yeah.
You can hear me. We are approaching
I don't
the
know if
gateway.
it's gonna.
Hold your position.
Do it. No. Okay. This might be. Maybe we'll do it. We'll do in Guardians. We'll do the 2 runs in Guardians. We'll do that later. I'll show it off later.
All right, cool.
I'm weirded out. This is weird on co-op. I've never done it on co-op. So. But yeah, I mean they definitely don't see me right now. So.
You heard it here, chat. We're entering newfound territory.
Systems down.
Humans, watch out. You are surrounded.
What'd we do
Oh.
before we had her around to point things out to us?
My bad, I guess.
And now Tanaka's confused. Tanaka is just looking at my dead body. Is it not responding because you're in the ghost?
Alright, well, how much time is on your respawn?
0.
Veil's out. Fall back.
Then yeah, let's find out if I can get this to. No.
Oh, it spawned me though.
Yeah. All right. Damn it. So basically, what we believe is happening actually in this situation is what's supposed to happen is I'm supposed to be invisible, sort of. I mean, I'm invisible on my screen. Because what we do is if you melee an enemy in the exact frame, if you melee lunge, I should say, the exact frame that you enter a vehicle, for whatever reason, your velocity or whatever just like sends you somewhere. And I actually believe it's like a save. I believe it's a save animation. We'll get a little game programming a little bit here, but pretty much what I believe is actually happening. Is, tell me when you kill him. Tell me when you kill that one.
You are doing a fantastic job, humans. The warden is furious.
One down. Focus fire on the warden.
Your fighting skills are impressive. Warden will soon be defeated. At least these buddies will be defeated. Warden himself. Oh, ignore me. You're doing
I didn't do mine fast
wonderfully.
enough. That's okay.
You've almost done it. Keep fighting.
Let's
That
try
was
this
fun.
again. Huh?
Perfect. The warden is quite humiliated, I assure you.
So pretty much what I actually believe is happening is being inside of a vehicle and being outside of a vehicle is actually two different instances of your character. And it saves your character in a place. So it basically, in a lot of games they have dump sequences is what they call. So, you know, I mean, we don't need the beginning of the map where we started the map. We don't need that to still exist in the game, right? So they deload all of that.
Right.
And I believe that's kind of what it does.
Chief,
And so what you
please,
can do
wait.
is if you get out of the ghost, if you do the trick with
She's
the melee,
dangerous.
you go invisible.
I know.
Sort of. You're actually
don't have
teleporting
to do this
yourself
alone.
out to a different area.
We're here to help
So
you.
when you jump out of the vehicle in a certain way, it spawns you
You're too late to do anything.
back at like super high, just outside of the map at the very top.
Cortana. That's crazy.
Anyways,
No.
yeah, I'll show it off in Guardians. It'll be crazy looking for you.
Oh no. She should not have brought him so close to her. This will push the warden past all restraint.
I hate this cutscene, by the way. Oh, no, next cutscene. The breaking cutscene, the end of the breaking cutscene is the worst. It completely destroys... It completely destroys all the work that was built in Halo 4. It's the worst cutscene in the game. The end of this level.
Where'd she take us?
Cortana. What is this? Cortana, answer me.
What up, Warden?
You allow them an audience. You restore them in the name of us, Cortana.
Warden, don't.
They mean to undo your plans. They will disperse your guardians.
He right.
Leave, Warden. I'm sorry. I didn't think you could get in here.
Enough games. You brought the Guardians here. Why?
Forerunners used Guardians to keep troublesome worlds in line. I intend to do the same. You won't? If there is no trouble, there will be no need for discipline. I have work to do now, John. Come to me, quickly.
When Cortana first found Genesis,
He wants a fight, Blue Team.
Let's give him one.
my friend stands even though she now resists.
What? What? Did you see that? What the?
No, what happened?
Like everything, like I was shooting enemies and everything froze, and then all the enemies that I had shot like all blew up simultaneously.
Oh, interesting.
just almost happened again. Where'd this guy go? He just ran from me. I never used the pings enough when playing this game.
Oh yeah, ping is, dude. I mean, the game is really wanting you to use it. We use it all the time, and we actually use it a lot. We don't really necessarily use it to target enemies. When teammates are in vehicles, we will. But we mainly use it for just moving characters in certain places to be like cannon fodder.
Doors open, Chief.
So.
Get in.
Well done, John. Warden would never admit it, but you've made an impression on him.
You got a big gun there.
It's so good to see you again, John. So good to see all of you. Back together. As a family.
Psychological tactics. Saying my name. Playing nice.
What would you have me do?
Tell me the truth. How many people died when you called the Guardians here?
See, this is this whole mission. I hate this mission.
You know, don't
story.
you? The exact body count.
Remember in Halo 4?
Just the game in general? I remember it.
No, well, I mean, I was gonna say, do you remember in Halo 4 where you could, that final cutscene that made everybody cry, every Halo fan cry? You could legitimately hear the pain in Master Chief's voice as he was saying, like, Cortana would, right? You could hear the pain in his voice. You remember that?
I do.
Smash cut to this level where Cortana's all like, I'm so happy to see you, John, and John's just like, so what's the body count of all the people you've killed? So, I bet you know it. I know you know this data. So what is it? How many people you killing? I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, by the way, hey, you want, you know, we were talking about, you know, they do have weapons. We didn't find a lot of them. I realized we didn't really try to find any of them. You can come up and take this one. That one actually works like it does in Warzone. Bouncing it just like auto straps. But there's like, I don't know why we didn't actually search for those weapons more. There's like one on
I mean, I found the answer before.
Yeah, there's, oh, that's true. I guess the answer, we do use, well, actually, we don't use that.
You don't use the answer?
No, because as I said, we usually do the invisible ghost strat. And if
Oh,
you're actually in
yeah.
the game, you actually just use a scatter shot. You just blast the wardens apart.
Let's go, Kelly.
Thanks for the overshield.
So if you don't know, when these guys shoot, you can actually shoot their eyeballs, and it's a 3-shot kill. There's an equivalent to headshot for them.
Cortana's letting this happen. She could rein Warden in if she wanted to. I'm thinking.
I'm now realizing this might be shorter than I thought it was. You should have ended before Search Thing.
It's alright, because we're gonna run Guardians twice. They're gonna show me some cool stuff.
That's a good point. I actually thought all these fighting parts would take off.
Once you're here with me,
No,
we
we're
still
so
have quite a bit. I guess we still gotta fight. We gotta fight the triple warden. So.
we're super fast.
Oh, this is the level. We gotta try and kill. We're gonna go for it.
What is it? What is it?
We just have to kill 2 wardens on the end section. At the same time. We're like very close. I always thought it was the mission before, but it's not. Yeah.
Will you help her to hold on to power? Or will you stand in defense of your own species?
John, we were always a great team, you and me. Even if you don't agree with my plans, it's still
No,
me.
it's not.
Get us safely to you, and then we'll talk.
That's what I feel like. She's been saying things. It's me. It's still me. And we're probably like, nah, man. This is a rampant version of Cortana. This is an angry
the
version.
Forerunners has awaited reclamation.
Angry personality Cortana.
Humanity's discovery of the Halos was the culmination of the librarian's planning. The reclaim.
I love that theory because I think it does explain why Cortana is acting so different from how she used to.
We were both
Yep.
there, John. You and I, together.
Your species' ego led you to believe the task of reclamation.
I do like this line. This little line with the warden. I kind of love the idea because if we did, I mean, we just accepted the fact that we were the reclaimers.
Reclamation of the
As
Forerunner
just, I think
Empire
all
is the
players
task
of
of
Halo
the
being like, yeah,
creator.
Master Chief's the reclaimer.
The greatest of their numbers
He's
still
like,
trusts you.
bro, humanity's ego making you think that you guys are the creator. Wrong. Oh, nailed it first try, baby.
What's happening now?
Oh,
My
I
ascension
died.
here on Genesis. It has always been the plan.
I didn't hit my
one more time.
I didn't hit the
All
ground
of
pass
you.
quick enough. Can you
Advanced
see me?
routine.
Can you see my weapons?
Prometheans just keep coming.
I don't see you anywhere.
Is this a losing
No,
battle?
I'm
Only if
alive
we
now,
intend
but
on losing it.
I actually nailed a launch that usually takes.
Do you believe this combat is anything but your death?
Worse than you have tried.
Ow. Coming back up. That hurt a lot.
Clear that turret. Blue team, on my target. Take this, Spartan.
I see now. I understand. And I'm sorry for not seeing this.
Yeah, I guess the next mission is gonna take us.
I assume that all those humans were your creators. You have thrown off.
Oh, that's a bite. Oh, I got you.
Your affection for one was as family warriors. It lies to the truth.
So how often did you, like, before this series, obviously, how often did you ever do Halo, like, co-op?
Very rarely. Like it was never
Yeah.
my idea to do it.
Yeah,
Like I would always be
realized-
down if like a friend asked me, but like I never went out of my way to like go and play co-op.
I think past 2007, I used to do co-op with like my dad. I think I haven't done a co-op Halo game since then, like since Halo 3. I guess I've done a few like last runs and stuff co-op and stuff like that. But legitimately like playing through the game, I think I've done co-op.
Yeah, before this series, I think the last time I probably did it was probably like ODST, maybe Reach.
facility. Move to assist.
Linda, punch him in the back. Charge the charger. Like this, Linda. This is all you had to do.
Door's opening.
Move in, Blue Team.
Alright. Ooh, binary rifle. That'll help.
I just found one of those too.
The threat draws too near.
Eyes up, Blue Team.
This is
This
triple
was
warden,
the first,
right?
Yeah. So the first, I mentioned before, the first time I played this playthrough was 8 hours, just on Legendary.
Warden,
Yeah.
This
you
trick right
insist
here,
I am to
where you
lead
can skip
now,
the
so
entire area,
You won't allow me to choose who I trust. How
was
stupid
found
do you think I am?
before I had even finished it. Like, people were telling me, they're like, are you gonna do the warden skip? As I was getting successful. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. We're not going to
Oh, what the?
Hey, there you go, achievement.
Achievement!
Prison break, kill 2 wardens simultaneously. I'm gonna be honest, this is a lot easier than I remember. They really did make the wardens a lot easier to kill. Although, once again, I remember this taking me a few tries. This will work fine, don't worry, the warden's not gonna kill us. I guess I did, I will say, I also did, was playing a legendary with one. Like, I don't remember the warden, like, I remember taking a few tries at this. I had to do it a few times.
Need a hand here.
Useless armor.
We did it! Yeah, that went way quicker than I thought it would. I remember, like, on Legendary, I was, like, trying to hide behind stuff. I was trying to find there were instant cannons, like, up here that I was trying to get, and it was way more work than that was. Speed running.
So maybe Halo 5 is going to be my speed game. Alright, it's not anymore. Trying to save me from this man.
This cutscene. Ugh. It's... No. Maybe it was the last cutscene. Yeah, it was the last one. So they see Locke, right? It was the last one. Where, like, the one line where Locke's like, I'm here to help. Cortana's dangerous. And she's like, I know. And you're like, God damn it. She thought you were doing this out of needing to get Cortana.
Focus fire.
You will not betray her.
Oh, too late. We already did.
Cortana, I have failed you.
He is the last person I need protection from. Hello, John. It's good to see you.
You've changed.
Yep.
It was time.
She has clothes now.
I know we have a disagreement, but once you understand my plan...
Your plan is we do as you say.
I'm offering people a chance to be more than they are naturally.
Like Dr. Halsey did for me.
No. That monster forced you. This is a gift.
No, Now that's
Listen to yourself.
because Halsey felt the same
Stand
way.
down, Cortana. Come home with us. It's not too late to stop this.
Stop. No, John. This is too important to stop.
What are you
I just needed to know if I could still trust you. You'll be safe inside this cryptum until my work is done.
They never finished. They never fixed the subtitles at this part.
No.
Cortana.
Goodbye, John.
Oh.
And that's the end of Halo 5. No.
Nope, we finished the game by playing with a different crew of characters. Oops, I don't want. Nope. Hold on. That's what I want. Good old Buck to finish it off. Buckaroo, Buckarini, Buckaman. Oh, okay. You ready? Here's how we're starting this off. I don't
Alright.
know how well this works in co-op. We'll find out if
We're
I
gonna
can
find
nail
out,
this
yep.
first try. You ready? Goodbye.
I'll do the right thing.
Oh,
Always has.
where is it?
Let's find them.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, this is interesting.
Huh?
Or
Hello?
maybe this is terrible.
Exuberant.
it is.
What is it?
What the?
Cortana has
Oh, what
activated
the?
a cryptum.
Ah!
This is a cryptum. It is a device for
My bad.
extended forced
died.
meditation. Cortana
I
has
want
placed
part of
the
it.
other humans inside.
I mean, I died too because I followed you into the abyss.
Yeah.
The gateway. I've tried to
What the
warn
heck?
them.
There's just like a random hole in the
Here we
ground?
are.
Yep.
Once Chief knows the destruction Cortana's caused, what do you think he'll do?
The man will do the right thing. Always has.
Yeah,
Damn.
There's a little invisible wall we have to try and land on.
Oh, this is interesting.
It's in the middle of
Or
those
maybe
rocks
this-
there, so. This one, I mean, technically this
The
is the
gateway.
unnecessary, but this is how, if you want to beat this mission in like 5 minutes, you skip this entire, we have to sit through
Once Chief knows the
story
destruction
stuff,
Cortana's caused,
all that
what do you
jazz.
think he'll do?
There it
The
is.
man
I
will
got
do
it.
the right
Wow,
thing.
you actually ground pound killed me because I was right behind you.
Oh. Damn.
Oh,
I did
this
it,
is
and then I
interesting.
accidentally hit it, but. Halo 5. Again, dude, I mean, I'll be honest, like, replaying this game story-wise, like, watching those first cutscenes, I was like, man, this is actually pretty good! And then you get to these back half cutscenes, and it just hurts, man.
Always has.
Let's find them.
Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, I
Or
see
maybe
you
this
going.
is
Oh,
terrible.
Exuberant. What is it?
Cortana has activated a
Things
cryptum.
might break for you.
what?
I'm just gonna be
This
honest.
is a
yeah, I
cryptum.
spawned
It is a device
below
for
the map.
extended-
I didn't know where to go. It just killed me.
Wait.
Look at all of them. How are we
Oh.
gonna stop that?
Alright,
Where am I? What the?
don't worry about it, you're fine. Alright. then we
What?
go up.
Holy!
That's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm right behind you now. Nice.
Yep. Yeah, now if you're quick, obviously you go through that a lot quicker. And then we just have to sit on here for a minute. Right? I don't know why it's not activating. Oh, there
Move
it is.
up.
Consider it done.
Oh, bye.
Made it.
Oh, there's Tanaka.
That's not helping, Spartan.
Ready? If you down them right
Friendly
here.
Watch it. Down, down. Could use a hand.
Oh,
The elevator just splatters you if you're down for whatever reason. So,
physics.
I don't know where I'm going. This is fun. Oh no! You can't even spawn on the elevator, turns out.
Oh, wait, maybe you can.
Go.
Just at the very end.
There are more hostile visitors ahead.
Take them down.
Excuse me, sir. I just need to come over here. There's a little sword I want. Again, 5% movement speed. Thank you.
Following your route. Oh, I messed up your route. Oh, I got teleported. I'm back on the route.
This is where we do some ninja dodging, slide in this corner, turret press through us. Other turret press through us. Can't do it. Come through here.
There's the crypto. How do we get it down?
Alright, this is the point where destroy this first core for me if you don't mind. Just
Well, I'm kind of dead.
Once those are disabled, we can attempt retrieval of your friends.
You heard her. Weapons free. Eliminate the core.
No. You...
Clear!
Don't stop, Osiris. Cortana's not waiting for us.
Hold on. Nope. No, take the fire! No, hey, ow! Don't give me. We'll see where we're at. We might actually be a little further than I'd like. Yeah, we're here. All right. Well, you saw the first route. Let's forget that. No, no,
All right.
it's fine. We'll keep doing. We'll do it again. You know, we'll do it again.
Yeah. I just need to be closer behind. I messed up one of the jumps. There we go. I didn't mess it up this time.
Luckily, we are only on the road, so it's not as bad.
There's the crypto. How do we get it down?
The krypton is held in place by gravitational cores, like the one directly.
All right, I didn't die this time.
Phantom incoming.
Once those are disabled, we can attempt
Okay,
retrieval of your friends.
You heard her. Weapons free. Eliminate the core.
All right, what exactly are we doing here?
Oh god, I did it. Hey, I'm in the air. You see where I am?
Don't stop, Osiris. Cortana's not waiting for
No.
us.
Have it now.
Yes.
Alright. Messed it up. I somehow did it without realizing I did it. So, it kind of worked. The point is,
There are more hostile visitors ahead.
if you stared straight up, you might not even be able to see the tag quick enough, but I go very high up, and I guess I did it, but I don't know. Pretty much I got into the vehicle, I did the whole invisibility strat again, and which I don't know if that's even working anymore, because of the fact that it did it right there. I don't know if we broke it doing co-op that. It's just like, nah, you're visible, but it works, so. But pretty much what we can do is, well, I guess we'll try this a few more times. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna.
Oh, I just got down.
Like the one directly ahead.
Phantom incoming.
Once those are disabled, we can attempt retrieval of your friends.
You heard her. Weapons free. Eliminate the core.
All right, one of you two idiots pick me up. Jesus.
Need help!
Relax.
She told me to relax.
Field is clear.
Don't stop, Osiris. Cortana's not waiting for us.
This didn't work. I mean, I kind of showed it off a little bit, so we're gonna forget that, and we're gonna do different.
All right, I'm into it.
Oh, do you wanna? Is there a ghost over there? Is there a ghost or anything? No.
I don't see one.
Yeah, that's alright. I don't know what's gonna happen, so we'll see what happens.
That's the kind of stuff we love.
Humans, come back. This gravitational core is still active.
Visual on a gravitational core. Target fire on that grav core. Take it
I'm
out.
gonna do the quote-unquote old school strat.
I'm just kind of walking around aimlessly. Oh! I don't know if I've ever been destroyed so hard in Halo history.
So are you dead?
Yeah, I'm spectating you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're invisible now.
That's
Oh,
her
now you're
guardian.
not.
Oh dear. She has started the slip space sequence.
Oh, I spawned and just fell through the map.
Yeah, that might happen.
Taking the crypto with her.
If her Guardian leaves with Blue Team, it's all over.
Only one of us has to reach the relay to stop her. We didn't come this far just to watch her leave. Exuberant. Lower the shield.
Right away.
Hey, there we go. We're at the end.
Sick.
Congratulations.
Here it comes.
Brace yourselves.
You remember all that stuff you have to do there with the cores, and then you have to fight in the Coliseum little area and stuff like that? Congratulations, you're done.
That was sick.
Peace will reign across the known galaxy.
Are you gonna get there before all the dialogue finishes?
We're nearly at the relay.
If I can, I'm gonna try and get one glitch to work.
The relay. Destroy it.
Did it work? I don't think I got
Just
it.
one more question before I go.
No, I didn't get it.
Where's the Infinity? Why is she so
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the end of it. So actually, I can stack those on top of each other. That if I actually jut over the final cutscene at the exact right time, you wouldn't even see what I'm doing here, where I'm ripping this apart and punching it. You wouldn't see any of that. It would just cancel. But there you go. Let's go ahead and do this.
Cryptum secured. Goodbye.
Now let's play the mission for real.
Now we actually play.
So that's what the speedrun pseudo looks like. A very rough, terrible version of it.
The gateway.
I don't know if
I
co-op
tried to
made that
warn
harder
them
or
and,
if
well,
I'm just bad. It's probably a combination of both,
Chief
but
knows the destruction Cortana's caused.
Well, I bet it doesn't help that, like, you know, like, because it's co-op, like, you're doing your thing and, like, I'm also, like, hitting triggers and stuff
right,
like that.
exactly.
This
That's
is
mainly what I'm thinking. So.
This is terrible.
But yeah, that's the speedrun. We skip the entire mission.
Cryptum.
A what?
Great.
This is a cryptum. It is a device for extended
This
forced
is a
meditation.
cryptum. You're a
Cortana has
cryptum.
placed
Shut
the
up.
other humans
Nerd.
inside and is
I wonder where
preparing
I've
for
seen one of these
slip space
cryptums
travel.
before.
She's planning to take
Yeah, I
Blue
know.
Team with her.
It looks so
Where's the cryptum
familiar.
here?
Not far. Right
This is the
way.
weirdest thing I've ever seen. Does this fella speedrun other Halos as well? Yeah, he speedruns all of them, and you should go to the description, find his Twitch link down there, and go shoot him a follow.
Look at all of them. How are we gonna stop that?
Look how many Guardians there are.
Not only does he speedrun the other Halos, this man is wild and speedruns all of them in one sitting.
Watch
Nah,
out!
it's not that bad. It's fine. It's a normal thing. It's a normal thing to do. Normal people do it, right?
Heavy damage. I'm down. Where did it go?
The
Oh.
reclamation
Goodbye.
has begun.
That that was kind of weird. They died, and then Exuberant Witness was like, the reclamation has begun. Like, the reclamation requires sacrifice.
Give up easily.
Where's that Guardian headed, Cortana?
Now we sacrifice them to
The
the
monitor called it a threat of death.
to
Like
the
the
to the
threat I
plant
lived under
to
from
the
the moment
to the
of
ground.
birth.
Oh, ow!
You were built,
Oh,
not
Bye.
born.
I'm a sacrifice.
Oh, yes, AIs are just machines, aren't we?
Kill him.
Mass-produced,
Kill him,
disposable.
Exuberant. Take him.
Well,
Don't do it!
Take his
may
body.
not have cared for
Wait,
its
why is it not killing me right away?
creators, but we
I
will
think because
care
now we're
for
moving
you.
sideways.
You
It only
expect
does it
other
when
AIs
it's doing like the diagonal.
I have cured rampancy, not just for me, but for any who join my cause. While you've been running around the galaxy,
Speedrunning
I've
has always been wild to me. I
speaking
wonder if
my
it's possible to
creator.
make a full campaign
And
that
now
is
the time has
complete,
come to ask,
completely invulnerable to
who will
speedrunners.
accept
No,
my
speedrunners
offer?
will always break your
Who will
game.
help me
It
bring
is that
everlasting
is
peace
the best
to
way
the
to explain
galaxy.
that is like that's
Visitors ahead.
Take them down.
that is
This
the
is
unicorn
Cromwell,
game. Every
shipboard
game
AI,
developer wishes,
UNSC
but you're
Melbourne
saying that
Prime.
a game
I am yours, Cortana.
That's beyond unicorn, right? That's like saying I want to make a game that has 0 glitches. First off, just not possible. It's just not how computers work. Kong, the most simplest of games, has a glitch. It has glitches that can happen. If you get the score to a certain height, it resets the score, takes it negative, and limits the computer. You can actually get the pong ball stuck between the wall and the paddle. That is considered a glitch. Like Pong. Again, Pong! It has, or, as the OGs call, tennis for two. It's gotta go. So it's just not possible. Like, computers don't function in that way. The other thing is that even if your game had, let's say for instance you did somehow manage to make the absolute perfect game, speedrunners would still run your game, right? Like, it would just be running the game as efficiently as you possibly could, right? Because speedrunning isn't necessarily about abusing glitches and stuff like that. There are speedruns out there that are just playing the game 100% and optimizing. A good example is, which I think they actually do RNG manipulation, but like a lot of the, for instance, there's like the Yu-Gi-Oh card games that they have, the online, or yeah, they have like Yu-Gi-Oh, what the heck what was the Yu-Gi-Oh? Did you ever play that?
Yeah, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Dueling Fates, or I don't remember exactly what the name of the game was. But yeah, there's a run of that where you unlock every single card in the game. And that one uses RNG manipulation, so you play the game in a certain way to guarantee that you unlock certain cards, because cards are given at random, right? So that even that has it, but there's not like a lot of crazy glitches where you're like, oh, I'll just do this and I break the game for the entire game, right? People will play a game that has no glitches, or doesn't even utilize glitches, but can still speedrun. Because speedrunning is about going from point A to B as fast as you possibly can. Parkour. The parkour game. As fast as you can. It doesn't have to, and it's using whatever method you deem fine, right? So, yeah, it doesn't have to be speedrun. And I guarantee you, I mean, a good example actually is GTFO. You ever played GTFO?
I haven't, but I know what it is.
Yeah, so GTFO, for those who don't know, it's a, think Left 4 Dead, but super hardcore teamwork, and it's 100, it's like stealth. It's very stealth based. So, it's more of a stealth game than anything. Their goal with that game is to make it the hardest FPS ever created. That is literally their outlook that they want to be. The hardest game ever created. And they keep making the game harder at times, and they changed a few things to be a little bit user-friendly, but they keep changing things because they keep hearing about people how it's a game that you're supposed to play with 4 players to make it as easy, and they're hearing about speedrunners basically getting through the game by themselves solo, and they don't like it. They're like, no, that's not how we want this game to be. If a person can beat this by themselves, then the game's not hard. And they don't want to make barriers where it's like you're literally not allowed to play the game unless you have 4 people. They don't want that. They just want the game to be so hard that it's impossible to beat it by yourself. That's a game that's like, they're not really trying to prevent speedrunning per se, but trying to stop people from having the game be too easy. And then not possible. They keep doing it. Every time they update it, people just find new tricks and new ways to get through the areas quicker. So.
And Jason in my chat had a follow-up question, something that we touched on yesterday. So I'm gonna say, if you want the full explanation, I encourage you to go and watch the first episode of the Halo 5 segment of the series. But he wants to ask like how speedrunners go about like finding tricks and stuff, and I think one of the biggest things that people don't realize is like what we talked about yesterday, that like tricks aren't game specific all the time. Like tricks can be carried from game to game, whether it's like a wall clip or something like that. Like methods can cross over.
The best example is a lot of people reference jump. Everyone knows the Halo Reach, the the forklift where you jump out of the forklift and you clip through the wall. That is not a Halo specific thing. There's a lot of games that's like a go-to if there are drivable vehicles in the game. If there is a barrier preventing you from progression until you open a door, you get in a vehicle, you slam it next to the door, and then you try and get out and see if you can kill it. That is a very standard speedrunning-esque, like that's one of the first things you do when trying to route and try out. So it's not a Halo specific thing by any means. Grenade jumping, all those things, you know, it's not Halo specific. So it's a lot of like taking concepts from other games, putting it into this one. I mean, a good example right now is what Halo 2 is doing. Halo 2, again, if you haven't seen the latest GDQ run of Halo 2 that Mono did, you should. It's using, it's literally manipulating the memory in the game to spawn in different things. So he literally, in the second mission, I think, oh no, on Metropolis, no, Outskirts, yeah. He turns himself, Mono does this crazy combo of buttons in a very specific order and timing, that he turns himself into a phantom, I believe. Like physically, he changes Master Chief's
Shut it down.
Asset into a phantom that he can fly around and fly around. It's crazy. Yep. And that wasn't, you know, a Halo thing only. That concept has been used in Pokemon speedruns. If you've ever watched a Pokemon Yellow speedrun or Taskbot speedruns, they do that kind of stuff all the time, where they do a crazy amount of like fun combos, they name the character a certain name, and it allows them to get into the memory of the game and then recode and move items so that they can generate and whatever they need for it. So the other one I mentioned yesterday, you know, there's a bit of explanation that you can watch yesterday for it, but accident, a lot of tricks are found by pure accident. Just other players and stuff being like, hey, I had this funny glitch that happened. Or just as we're speedrunning, something wild happens that we've never seen before. And then the last one is like the major, again, some of it is purposeful, is we literally just bang our head against walls. We just jump into every wall. I mean, the one that we did at the very beginning of this mission, right, where we just fell through the ground, that was us just like, we're just going to check every corner of the map until we fall through the wall or something. And we just found out, oh, hey, you can just fall through the floor here, you know? So,
Stay focused, Osiris.
and then I guess the last one is scripting. We have all the scripts for Halo, which is the code activation, and we actually go through them and discover tricks that way. Or really, we use it more to optimize tricks than anything. We use it to like read spawn triggers and stuff like that, so we know if you need to kill a certain amount of enemies in an area to move on. We use that to be like, okay, how do we activate all the spawns as quickly as possible?
Don't engage, Bale.
And it's like, oh, if we kill 3 enemies and then we hide in a corner for a checkpoint, it spawns the next wave of it. Something like that.
You have a war to lose. The last battle mankind will ever fight. Today, I bring peace to these shores.
Crack that race in half.
There it is.
I may have died to a pack of jetpack elites.
He deserves better than you.
You are pale imitations.
Yeah, I was still on timer.
Is that so?
John, the others, they saved the human race. What can you do? You are children playing dress
These are the
up.
lines of dialogue. I'm like, oh, these are just bad.
I wouldn't ally myself too closely with Dr. Halsey, Mr. Locke. She will eventually pay for her crimes.
Once again, bad dialogue. Don't you know, get along with Halsey too well. Not because she's a fucking messed up woman who captured children and experimented on them, and is really has just a messed up idea. Which again, ironically, is exactly why Cortana is doing what she's doing. It is based on Halsey, so no surprise. But instead, she's like, oh no, I'm gonna murder her. She's gonna be dead. Everyone around her and herself are gonna die. That was the threat. That was it. It's a shame because I strongly non-believer that those first like 5 or 6 levels of cutscenes were really good. It has real good depth.
You have nearly released her hold on the crypto.
It's a shame
Want
that
to go?
it kind of devolved. You can see the story rewrites happening. Now.
Good kill.
Oh, you're actually in the middle of watching part 1? Well, I guess you're eventually gonna come across the section where we just talked about what we talked about in finding tricks and speedrunning.
Yeah. We did it again. That's me. Welcome to me. I like to talk in circles. Matter what. Wasn't this,
Visual on the
what's
gravitational
hey, you want a sniper rifle?
Target fire on that grad core. Take it
I
out.
think there's a special weapon.
Yeah, I'm hiding now. I'm real scared.
On ya, don't worry.
Can I sword this thing?
Coming, ghost on your 6.
I can sword this thing.
Yes.
Last grad force down. Good work, Osiris. Exuberant. Can you get us to the...
I did it! I did it! I did it!
What is it?
I found a way to reach the
Got him.
cryptum. Alas, proper access
Got him.
requires a
Don't
more
worry.
human touch.
Come on, Spartans.
Got
We're
your
almost home.
Overwatch.
Ow. I didn't see that the turret spawned.
Mono is like one step away from having.
There!
Well,
Activate the override
yeah, I
to
mean,
lower
pretty
the
much
cryptum.
wrong warping in Halo 2. And again, it's not just Mono. It's a collection of people. Mono is the guy who does it. If you don't know what wrong warping is, go watching Ocarina of Time speedrun. Still one of the best runs. And two of my favorite runs. I mean, I started watching speedruns back in 2006, I think. 2005 was when I first did it. And it was with Ocarina of Time, the 100% speedrun. Super Mario 64. And I think it's Super Meat.
Super Mario 64 has to be like one of the most popular speedruns ever, right?
Yeah. Well, the most popular category ever run is actually Ocarina of Time, any percent. But after that is Super
Activating
Mario
the
64, any percent.
Wonderful! We can reach the cryptum now.
I think maybe that's changed since.
Let's
It
go,
might be Super
Cyrus.
Mario now, but a lot of people are going Legend of Zelda.
No, that's what I was trying to do and I fell.
The cryptum, it's...
Cortana's pulling it away.
John's leaving.
No! It evaporated my ghost.
When I wake him in 10,000 years,
Now your ghost is right there.
when he experiences the permanent peace I have ensured,
yeah.
he will see that I
Yeah.
was right.
Oh no.
Wait, where'd my other ghost go?
It evaporated, I told you.
Once you have
Oh no!
fought, you will be long forgotten.
Alright, oh man, the very first speedrun we ever did of this,
How
we
are we
actually
supposed to
fought
reach the
through all this
cryptum?
stuff.
Cortana is blocking my master level access of
We
this
had to
facility
also destroy
by
all the
way of a
cores. We
nearby
had all these
communications
fancy ways of
relay.
doing that. And then we eventually used the thing where
I
we
need to open the
drove a
passageway in
Warthog
the
in here and
center.
would clip
One
through the
moment.
floor. And then we just
Hostiles
skipped.
incoming.
Man, I
She
haven't
has
done this
sealed it.
area in so
She
long.
has sealed my
I don't
doors.
remember. And
No, unacceptable. I can gain
we used
entry
to have to
given enough
memorize
time.
all the ways
At least
where
I
the
think I
enemies
can.
spawn.
It is the door after all.
This
Okay,
mission
Osiris.
was like a
Buy our friend the
22-minute
time
mission
she
at its fastest. Now it's 5 minutes.
Need help!
I just got 2 shot. Got Splinter turret really hurt.
This thing, Spartan.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Bad music choice for this part right here.
Oh, you know.
Like, why is it?
I have not even had music on this entire time.
Like, why is it like the ominous like main menu music that we're listening to right now? Why isn't it like something like super, like action-packed, heroic combat? It's just like this ominous wailing.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't remember when I turned my music off. I think I turned off my music a very long time ago. I don't remember doing it. I just realized I played this entire game with no music.
Humans,
Pretty good.
Cortana is about to leave.
There's a bunch of, you want a sniper rifle or rockets? We got some up here.
Okay, yeah, I'm on my way.
We got like every set of weapons.
Hopefully sooner than her departure.
No, there's nothing here.
Oh no! She's... Hurry, humans. I need your help.
Oh no,
There are 2 auxiliary
humans.
stations that need to be activated.
Help.
But I
Oh,
cannot
there you go.
move
Now
until
she
these
generated
supplies.
weapons.
Where are they?
On the upper ledges, opposite sides of the room.
Ah, right. We have to go interact with those. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take a little sortie boy.
First auxiliary
What
activated.
difficulty are you on? We're on heroic right now.
And the second auxiliary.
Yes, just in time. Cortana was about to lock me out.
More
I will
enemies!
open the access
Incoming!
soon.
I love it when they have arbitrary. That was a close one. It was like, oh, so you're telling me if I stood around forever, Arbiter would Cortana would have locked you out and we would lose this mission? No. You just happen to do it at the exact right timing, though. Any timing you do it in.
A point of interest for you humans. That sound just now? It was the penultimate guardian.
The cryptum?
Still present, along with Cortana's guardian.
Penultimate guardian.
She is moments from leaving, however.
What's the status on that door?
Where's the ultimate guardian?
Quicker, please.
Good point. I guess that is true. It is a penultimate guardian.
More coming!
Take care of them, Osiris.
I broke both of his things and he didn't yell.
Yeah, I know. Then I don't know what happened there. Did he stab me? I don't know if he stabbed me or what happened. Oh, by the way, did you watch the Witcher 2 trailer?
I haven't yet, but I am excited for it.
Dude, I'm ready for it, man. We got a good month. Good month coming up. There's a break in movies. We're talking movies. Me and my buddy have watched and we realized there's a break after Eternals. We got Eternals this coming week. After that, there's a giant break where there's nothing until we have like Hawkeye.
She's not talking to us. Exuberant,
The
get us
Hawkeye
to the
TV
relay.
show. We got one other show. Harley Quinn comes out, I think, soon, December.
All the living creatures of the galaxy.
And then waited until late December, where we get Witcher, we get Spider-Man, and Matrix. And one other thing. They all come out on the same day. Great, I'm excited.
Your created has come to lead you now.
I still have to. I never saw Shang-Chi. It came out at a really bad time for me, where I just never had a chance to go see it. If it's still in theaters, I might go by myself and go see it.
It is. I think it might be. I mean, depending on where. I know in my area, I think they have it still out. Probably not much longer because they got Eternals this next week, so I assume it's probably the last we still have in theaters. But
to their own ways. For you there will be great wrath. It will burn hot and consume you. And when you are gone, we will take that which remains, and we will remake it in our own image.
said that much.
Exuberant. Time is
Remake
running
it
low.
my own image. I'm trying to think. There was another crazy maniac person. Show.
I don't know. Seems like a pretty bad guy thing to say, though.
I think it's Thanos.
Oh yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah.
He's like, you know what? I figured out that Hope can't die, or will never die if I just delete half the universe. So you know what? I'm just gonna destroy the universe and make it my own. Up and at him, Locke.
I'm up. Thanks.
I'm out of ammo and all weapons.
Don't worry, we don't need ammo. We got an instant cannon.
We don't need ammo where we're going.
I have done it. I've opened the
We've
passage.
done it.
Quickly, join me on the platform.
To Exuberant. Hurry.
Here you go.
See you, nerds.
We made it.
Now.
Don't take damage.
Access is at the end of the corridor. You must simply interrupt the energy link.
I like the melee animation with the instant cannon, where you just like push the instant cannon into the person's face.
Regain control immediately.
That's her guardian.
Oh dear. She has started the slip space sequence. Unless that relay is interrupted, she will leave, taking the cryptum with her.
Let me go stop it then.
If her guardian leaves with blue team, it's all over.
Only one of us has to reach the relay to stop her. We didn't come this far just to watch her leave. Exuberant.
Still have to watch Dune as well. Well, as somebody who thoroughly enjoyed that movie, you should go watch Dune immediately.
Brace yourselves. Keep moving.
My guardians are deployed.
Incoming pulse.
Hold on!
Soon peace will reign across the known galaxy.
Another pulse.
Hold on!
I'm so happy they officially confirmed part 2. I believe they were worried that they wouldn't have a part 2. Oh hey, you actually just did the skip, I think.
Fuck.
I'm sick.
You have to do it.
Not to worry.
Maybe we'll find out.
Keep together.
Yeah, you did. You're not even. You didn't even punch the thing open.
Yeah, I didn't punch the thing. I'm sick. How did I do that?
What happened?
You just crossed the trigger at the right time.
Oh, cool.
Control again.
So.
It is too late. The slip space drives are activated. You can't.
You see that, chat?
Exuberant. What
I'm
is
learning how to become a speedrunner.
This is a builder facility after all. You took my installation. I will take something of yours.
Once again, that trick is found by complete accident.
Just one request.
Yeah, I could definitely see how somebody would find that.
We would have an upgraded. We have an upgraded version of that where actually, when you do it, it literally cuts straight to black. It skips all of this sequence here, but it's a frame. It's a frame perfect and pixel perfect trick. And they have a whole thing where they can actually check the coordinates in the game on unpatched. It's a whole thing. They basically bring up the dev console unpatched so they can check out coordinates so they know exactly where they are.
That's wild.
Great effect. Hey, you're not allowed to be a Mandalorian if you take your helmet off.
Cortana.
Oh, wrong thing.
She's gone, sir.
Look at that emotion.
That. That is good storytelling. Again, you can feel it. You can just feel the emotion, and he doesn't say a single thing, and you can't even see his face, man. It's something they've always done an amazing job of.
Captain Lasky, distress calls, all channels.
It's Cortana?
Her and the other AIs are shutting down everything from Earth to the outer colonies.
Roland?
Found you. Hide and seek's over, Infinity.
Lieutenant Jet, emergency subspace now!
For the galaxy shelters all, but only the created are its masters.
We're in the clear, Captain.
Can she track us?
No reason to think she can't.
Continue random jumps. Steer clear of major settlements.
We're just gonna run?
Only until we could find a way to fight.
Damn. Good setup for the next game. Except I think they're going a completely different direction. I think they're going to ignore most of this game. Sadly. In Infinite.
Well, again, I think, and I said yesterday that I reserve the right to change my opinion. I don't think I've changed my opinion at all. I think this game has, like, very low universal impact.
Yeah.
Like, if this whole game didn't happen, take out the stuff on Sanghelios. Obviously, like, the Spartans helping winning the Civil War, yeah, that would have been different. But if this game didn't happen, but the same amount of time passed, we would have ended up in the same place anyway.
Yep. Well, I mean, I think that's what they purposely did for Infinite coming up, right? Is they kind of just are retconning this game in a way. So, we'll see.
It took you long enough?
That's a fucking killer line. Great final line for the game. Yeah.
Yep, I stand with my opinion.
Initial thing, yeah, it's fair enough.
It does it, you know.
It should have. I mean, again, we said the game should have been about St. Helios, honestly.
Dude, it would have been so cool. A whole game just about the Civil War and everything. It would have been so cool.
Again, I mean, for me, after watching this, I feel more than ever like there is a good story in this game somewhere. It was just not given.
There's Tom French. Woo!
You know? Tom French, baby. I saw Chris Lee in there too, executive producer. Because there are like those first 6-level cutscenes are really good, and there's some real good depth and characters and stuff in there, and then it just devolves into bad, and it's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I hate this campaign as much as everybody likes to say that they hate the campaign, but yeah, I definitely just
have forgotten it, you know.
Yeah, I definitely just think that was like my only qualm with it at the time was like, yeah, like this all these events could not happen. The same amount of time passes, and we just end up in the same place anyway. It's not like anything major has changed or like will have any ripple effects. Like, I don't know. Like, unless...
Well, let's see how Infinite. We know Cortana is in Infinite in some regard. We have the weapon, which is just new Cortana.
It's anti-Cortana. She's gonna, like...
Yeah, it's true, which, love that concept.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
In order to kill an AI, let's create an AI designed to kill an AI. That sounds like that's gonna go over flawlessly.
Halo 5 kept me engaged throughout the campaign, but I agree, lore-wise, there wasn't much of anything. Yeah, it's just like, you know, I think that's just its major issue, is that there was a lack of impact made lore-wise.
And,
you know?
and I think they're going forward with that as well, where I think in Infinite, they're going to have Cortana. Cortana, again, for me, Cortana being a bad person, great idea. Some people hate it, love it. I think it's a great story point for her character. But I I think they're gonna just retcon a lot of this game because I mean, Infinite takes place supposedly what, like a year or 4 years after what just happened? Is it 4 years after? I don't remember.
I forget.
Yeah, but I think they're like, oh yeah, the whole Cortana thing, that's gone and past. We're worried about Banish now. Banish took advantage of this whole created coming up. They're probably gonna want to be they want to feel like they're the reclaimers or some shit, and that's where the game.
Hey, there's our boys from the pro team. Woo! Those are my friends.
Like Ghosty, Killer.
Those are my friends.
Ghost. I still, yeah, dude. I don't know about. Ghost is the one person I still interact. Like I text him pretty regularly. So he's over on Apex.
Cool
he's the reason why Apex comp is so well done.
Yep.
Like not necessarily the balance, but like the ranking system and the actual scoring and all that. He's the reason that that's as good as it is, man.
Yep. For sure, 100%.
I don't know how much impact he has on that, but
Oh,
sure
I would imagine not too much.
Yeah. He's just in charge of the systems. He's in charge of like finding out how terrible the weapon balance is and finding a way how to try and mitigate that by changing the systems, the competitive system.
There's Bravo. Woo!
Heyo.
What's up, Andy?
Dudensky. Apparently he moved back to Washington. I didn't even realize. I guess he's living in Seattle again.
Oh, that's cool.
So, there's Dan Price.
Dan Price, yeah. Jessica Shea. Tyler Owens, Pog.
Oh, I miss Jess, man. I do see. Hey, yeah, there's Tyler Owens. Huh. There's our boy.
Man, it's
but
crazy.
I miss Beast Angel. I run into her.
Jeff Easter, like
in Seattle. I don't know what she's working on. She was working on VR stuff.
Yeah, I thought she went to like Microsoft proper for VR stuff.
Yeah, she was doing VR. I don't know if she still is, but she was like head of VR for it for a little while.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right, I think I saw everybody in the credits I wanted to see. Shout outs to all of those people.
Did you see I don't know if I saw Grim, to be honest.
Yeah, I saw him. He was he was in the programming credits, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's gonna be it for our section of Halo 5. You guys, this episode was cool because you guys got to like see some speed running stuff and just fall through random holes in the floor and beat the last level in like 3 minutes. It's kind of crazy. But if you guys want more speed running action, I've put ProAceJoker's Twitch channel in the description down below, and I highly, highly, highly suggest you go over to that link and you hit that follow button. But that's going to be it for our Halo 5 section of this series, and we got one more game to go, and it's going to be, I think, I haven't confirmed, but I think episode 1 of Halo Wars 2 is going to be Monday. So if you're watching this live, that's in 2 days. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this puppy up. But yeah, thanks again, Joker, for joining me on this and showing me some cool speedrun stuff and just talking speedrunning in general. I'm glad I got being
being a Halo nerd.
Hey man, I'm glad
I think of what I love about this series is the people you do have on, you could just hear the passion that they have for this franchise. I love it. It's just people talking and hanging out and friendship and Halo. What else do you need?
100%. But
I'm always down. You hit me up whenever. I always feel I never game enough with my Halo friends. So
sure, we will do something soon then.
We got Infinite. We got plenty of time.
Oh, dude, I'm losing my life when Infinite comes around. 100%. But yeah, thanks for doing this with me. Thanks for just talking speedrunning in general and stuff. If you guys are interested in learning about Halo speedrunning in general, I guess halospeedruns.com is
just Halo runs.
It's just Halo runs. Yeah. haloruns.com is gonna
plenty of resources, really in-depth Wikipedias and forums and stuff that we have there that explain everything and every trick with videos and tutorials and everything. So we've done a good job keeping that up to date.
There you go. And we're going to start slowly pressuring ProAceJoker to go back for the Halo 4 world record. Slowly pressure him.
Or we just wait for Halo Infinite 100% runs. I'm really excited for 100%.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what
so
happens
excited
there.
For 100%, man, it's gonna be good.
All right, but that's gonna do it for us, guys. If you're watching this live, thanks so much. Make sure you hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. But I will see you guys in a couple of days if you're watching live, and if you're not watching live, well, then I guess I'll just see you whenever you click on the next video. Then that's going to do it for us. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you guys Monday, and everybody have a good one. Peace out.
Bye.